have dropped another single. So let's talk about how you hydrate your soul.
Well, I mean, spending time with them is kind of like one of my new ways to hydrate my soul. But honestly, like creating music hydrates my soul. And I know it's like not necessarily cliche to say from an artist, but when I'm creating music, I go to a space that I can't nowhere else take me. I go to when I'm writing music, I'm in an out of body experience, and I'm truly just letting God use me, and the more the words come from, like, and you know, a lot of time I listen to my songs back, and I'll be like surprised. I'm like, wow, that's dope, and it'll be like to a person that don't create music, they'll look at it like, you made the song, but I'm like, I did, but then I didn't, because it was an out of body experience.
Yeah, I like to call it the Holy Spirit. I feel like just listening to how you create music and also the state of being that you're in when you create it, I feel like there's nothing but God leading you and guiding you through leading and guiding you through every chorus and things of that nature. When I think about hydration, you definitely can get it from your kids, and you talked about our babies in the song. So talk a little bit about that, about how they did contribute to hydrating your soul.
Yeah, that's KO.
And let's introduce them. So for people who haven't seen our babies on the platform,
this is our oldest.
Yes.
KO.
Say hey.
This is number 2. This is Harmony. Say hey.
Say hey. Look at the camera. Say hey.
Hey. And this is the baby, Melody.
Say hey. So we I thank God that we do have them here right now. It wasn't planned.
No.
Babysitter had other plans, and we wanted to still shoot today, especially since this is the day your song released. But they are a part of your muse behind the song, so I wanted you to get into that a little bit more.
Good. So calm down. So I talked about it in the song. A lot of times as parents, we don't understand that our job is to be way more than just glorified babysitters to our kids. We have to protect their mental, physical, spiritual, and emotional. And the lines in my song, I was saying my kids, you know, I'm the one they can come to if they ever need someone who they can vent to, who they can talk to. And I mean that wholeheartedly. Like as our kids grow up, as our kids grow up, we would love to be their safe space. You know, we don't want them to get to the point where they can't talk to us, where they feel like they don't want to talk to mom and dad. I think that's where a lot of us grew up. And we grew up in a space where it was stuff going on with us we didn't want to tell our parents because we didn't feel like it was welcome or it was open. So, to break generational curses, I'm of the mindset of I want my kids to always be able to come talk to me regardless of what it is, even if it, you know, like
even if it's an uncomfortable conversation.
Yeah, you know, my daughters one day will be sexually active, and that hurts.
Playfully married.
That hurts my soul. That hurts my soul to say.
Yeah, but even it'll hurt your soul even when they start dating. Like before that even enters the picture, you're gonna be like, oh, you like that dude? Like I don't see what about that dude you like, and if they say he remind me of you, be like, nah, ain't no way. Like, but I can just picture that.
And I don't want to be a statistic and just say that just for my daughters. You know, my son too. If my son is out there giving himself to someone that don't deserve him, that's gonna bother me too. But you know, typically dads with your daughters, you know, because you know how you view women. You know, I know how I view you. You know, so one day thinking about a dude viewing them like that is just, you know, it's some little boys I want to beat up already.
They might even be born yet. You already want to beat them up.
It's over with.
Yes.
Hey, over with.
She did the hand expression, but she just didn't say the word over with. I know our kids. I thank God for them being a fan of your music too. Like they already know the song, and I wanted them to sing it before we end the episode, the part that they know. But kids don't have any reason to lie. So if you're playing your music and they just don't like it, they ain't gotta sing it, but they sing along, and we never ask them to. They just do it. So I think that's a form of hydration too, to know that our kids are loving what we do. Like, they're gonna see this episode one day and be like, "Oh my God, look at little old me." You know, we are practicing what we preach, because we spoke about it in a few other episodes, how we're following our dreams and our kids get the opportunity to see it. Not only do they get the opportunity to see it, they get the opportunity to be a part of it. So to know that I can hold my baby girl while working on my dreams and potentially making income from it, is the best feeling ever for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
In a sense, I know I asked you, because we did the video, that's a little fist bump. I asked you, what do you do to hydrate your soul? But just elaborate a little bit more on the things that kind of really just take you to a safe space.
For me, journaling is a big safe space for me. I have no reason to lie to myself. So when I'm journaling, I'm writing things out. It's also a form of accountability. If I go back and read past entries on something that I said I was gonna do but I didn't do, I get to sit there and be like, okay, why didn't you do that? Did something come up? A situation like this, I had a plan for today, but now we got our kids. I may not get to do it, but that's not on me. That's just the happenings of the day. So I get to dive, and I get to write whatever I feel, and I get to dream as big as I want to dream. And I start off with prayer. I start off with prayer. I go to journaling, and then I go to the word. I go to my devotional and things of that nature. And almost always, whatever I journaled about or whatever I needed for the day, I would find it in whatever I read for that morning during my devotional. And that hydrates me. That sets the tone for my entire day. Now, I want to add things. Like I told you, for my birthday, I want us to get a couples massage. I just feel like we're going to enjoy it. Just relaxing our body. There's other things, like I want to go to a spa. I've never been to a spa. I feel like that'll be great. But everyday things, waking up early in the morning and just having that time to myself hydrates my soul.
That's good. And I think we all have those forms of things we do that just kind of,
all right, we
like
ready.
I said, they kind of take us to that safe space. And I'm proud of us for how we're growing, but not only as husband and wife, but how we're growing as parents and how we're growing as entrepreneurs. I mean, we shooting this episode with our kids, and this would have been an excuse for anybody else to say, okay, we're not shooting today. We could have made the post and like, hey, there won't be no episode today. We'll be back Wednesday. We'll apologize, but we're like, no, we have our own studio. These are our kids. We do it anyway, So, Kale, what hydrates your soul?
Do you like to sing? What does you like to do? You like to play?
You like foo-foo?
What about reading? What's your favorite book? What's your, y'all complete this sentence. Love me. I do. So they have a couple of things, and of course as they get older they'll find different things that hydrate their soul, but like we kind of named for them, those are the things that they look forward to. I go back to, just to go back to what I said earlier, like this time with them at this age is so imperative. It is so imperative, and I'm just so thankful that we're here to experience that.
They'll never be this anymore.
Yeah, they'll never be this anymore.
Like I said, 10 years from now, we're going to watch this video and we're like, man, look how little they were.
Yeah.
In 10 years from now, KO is going to be 14 going on 15.
Yeah.
Harmony will be 11 going on 12. And Melody will be 11.
Yeah.
And like, they're totally different people then. They'll be teenagers. So, like I said, parents, you have to gotta cherish these moments. We're not perfect. We make mistakes because we live like these last couple of weeks. We've been watching our devotionals and we've been like honing in on how to live, not necessarily perfect, but the correct way. And we understand that we come first as husband and wife. So growing our intimacy is hydrating both our souls because it makes us more attracted to each other.
Yeah.
It makes us love each other more. It makes us want to do, more for each other.
Like my eyes smile when I look at you. I don't know if you can tell.
Like if you tell me to go do something now that I want to do, I might be more prone to do it. But but it is.
And they see that too.
Yeah.
They see us love each other, and if they ever saw us not loving each other, they'll know something's wrong.
Get back on the pillow. You gotta learn camera angles. You gotta stay up high so you can be seen on the camera.
That's the camera.
That camera.
That's your camera.
Say camera 1.
And camera 2.
Camera 2.
But they see that, and if we ever stopped it, they'll be like, "What's going on?" Even Melody, she sees it.
Yeah. So, like I said, to married couples out there and parents out there, the love shouldn't stop soon as you have kids. Because life is gonna throw plenty of excuses away towards you. It's gonna throw plenty of reasons. I mean, think about it. We met.
Okay, we'll get a snack after this. We feed our kids. He do this all the time.
Yeah, y'all ain't acting hungry. But we met when we was teenagers. We was young teens, and we used to talk about our relationship, but not to the extent of we would ever be here one day.
Yeah.
When we first met, we was like, we was crushing on each other, and it was cool. Well,
fun.
Both of us thought it would end, when I graduated high
Especially
school.
with you being a senior and I'm only a freshman.
Yeah, we thought it would end, but, it didn't end. And 14 years later, going on 15, we've been married going on 6 years, and we have 3 kids.
That is such a blessing. And we're happy.
Yeah.
We're happy, and we want to love each other. We love to love each other. And being together hydrates our souls.
Yeah.
Everybody can't say that their spouse hydrates their soul. Like, now people
do
say
that when your mom
time away from their spouse. Time away from their spouse may do it, but being with your spouse hydrates it. It should.
Yeah.
And we're making it normal.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's your.
You being selfish.
I think hold up. She said, "Wait a minute, let me get my spotlight. Wait a minute." Okay.
Yeah, it's time to
You
wrap
gonna
it
look
up.
back? You gonna look back and be like, "I was the one that messed up." You didn't mess up nothing, though, baby. You didn't mess up nothing. I want to say one last thing that was on my heart, and I don't want to forget it when we shoot again. But I really appreciate the compliment or the comment that you said this morning. You were like, "Thank you for believing in me." That hydrated me for a moment, because I might have to do it. Wait just a second. My goodness, Melody, I gotta do it on camera. Nobody's gonna see it. Nobody's gonna see it. Yeah.
We got breastfed babies.
Yeah. There you go.
Stop.
But you said, thank you for believing in me. And even though I've told you for over 14 years that I believe in you, I know that you said it based on how I respond to you now and like how my actions are towards you. And that hydrated me. Like, you noticing that I'm putting more effort into your career, into your vision, just like you've been doing for me forever.
Yeah.
So that meant a lot for you to tell me that.
Yeah, because I've had that, I've had those days. Being an artist it's not easy, especially where we come from Mississippi. It's not easy. So you was there from the very beginning. You was there when I did my first show in Lawrence County. And then I've always had those moments where I feel like I wasn't doing enough, or feel like, do she feel like will I ever make it? Because it's not easy. And But I've also think about all the stuff I've done
Yeah.
since I performed in Atlanta. I performed in Memphis. I performed in New Orleans. I've headlined in New Orleans and headlined in Memphis. Done shows in Jackson. I've done shows in. I've done over 40 shows, and we did our own show, our own Christmas show.
This whole career has been continuous progression. So that's what's important. It's not, and with you more so than me. I'm just now getting on that mindset, but you have enjoyed the journey. And I know as a husband, as a father, sometimes even enjoying the journey, if that's not regenerating revenue, it's you're looked at kind of less than to society and to the world. But I'm thankful that I didn't push you over the edge like I could have done. I could have been an angry black woman and told you, hey, if you don't get your stuff together and find a job to pay these bills, then it's OV. And you've been that provider, but you've had a season where you had to pause, and you've had seasons where you will take a job that gives you more time to yourself to create versus working a job that will take more of your time but you'll make more money. And as a woman, I had to get to the evolution of realizing, hey, you know, this vision that you have and the vision that I have can have us wealthy forever if we put the time required into it. But if I don't ever give you the time to go create, if I don't ever give you the time to put forward the necessary steps towards for you to complete your vision, then I'm limiting us. And I realized that God has made us better together. So why not find a balance? Yeah, we gonna pay the bills, but we gotta follow our dreams too, you know. And that's where I'm at now.
Yeah. And that's the main thing. That's one of the main things we're preaching to them. They're gonna see it, you know, with our actions now. But as they get older, when they start to get to the point where they really converse with us, it's gonna be drilled in their head. Like, whatever you do, for one, you're gonna give it 100%. That's not even an option. If you feel like you can only give it 99, then I don't want you doing it. Yeah. And follow your dreams. Like, whatever you truly want to do in this world, we're gonna go out our way to make sure. We're gonna go out our way and make sure that you be able to chase your dreams. You know. And we're gonna get close to wrapping it up because they're getting restless. So we appreciate what they've given us so far.
Yeah, we appreciate it. I just had to make that comment because in today's society, we see a lot of women on social media talking about how they want a man that is making at least the bare minimum of 6 figures. He gotta at least have this, he gotta have this, he gotta have that. He has to achieve so much before you even come to the picture. But a lot of us don't realize that him having you could help him achieve all those things. You could be the missing piece to the puzzle, but because you're so focused on what he doesn't have or what he don't have, you're stopping yourself, you're limiting yourself. The love could be there, the attraction, the mental capacity, his relationship with God, like everything could be right. And the only thing he lacking is an extra zero behind his salary, and that's stopping you. I want to encourage y'all to really pay attention to what you're looking for in a man. Because what if he does have that bare minimum of 6 figures, but he don't know how to treat you? He can't keep his hands off you. You know, like there's pros and cons to everything. Like the women that do have that, are you really fulfilled? It feels so much better knowing that I've been with you since I was 14 off and on, and knowing that when we do get there, we built that together. Those platinum plaques, gold plaques, all that stuff, that's mine too. Because I was the muse. I had your babies. They were muses. Like, you talk about us in your music. So it's going to feel so much better than coming in and kind of like trying to squeeze myself in if you would have already had it. Now, some situations it is like that, but for most of us, we don't get a chance to marry the 1% before we make that together. So I want to encourage y'all to look for more than that quality in a man.
And women, don't expect to receive something you can't give.
Yes.
So don't expect a man to make 6 figures if you ain't never made 6 figures.
Yeah.
So, mate, Kind of shooting a little too high.
Yeah,
Bring it down a little bit. Bring it down.
I feel like we match each other when it comes to that. Like we both have, first of all, we both made good money, but we both have potential of making an unexplainable.
They can't wait to see this.
To make an unexplainable amount of money. We could do this individually, but it's gonna be even greater together. So I just wanted to put that out there for y'all. I hope y'all received it. And now we get to do it with our kids. It's you know.
We're gonna end it on a good note. My new single, Hydrated Soul, is out on all online streaming platforms. Please go get that right now, and I hope it helps you hydrate your soul.